Hey guys, so it's time to do a what I've been melting this week, and most of it isn't empties, but I am going to show you the empties as well. I do have something melting on at the moment, but I'll get to that at the end. So I'm just going to jump straight into it because not a lot of these are empties. Let's see where I can go from here. Right, so the first thing I've got is Deep Slumber by VCS. This is one of my favourite blends. This is pink sugar, lavender, vanilla and honey. I chopped up this half a loaf and I'm sending half a loaf to my friend. It is one of my favourite nighttime scents. You don't smell the honey very much. It is mostly pink sugar and lavender, but that is one of my favourite blends anyway. So I'm glad I got at least half a loaf of that one. Next one I've got is Kitty's Confections Daydreaming with Demai, and I don't know whether it's going to focus for me. It's raspberry, watermelon, honeydew, lemon and fizz. Now if I remember rightly, this fizz, you can smell the fizz way off, like it knocks you out your room, you can smell it down the stairs. It's very lemon and very honeydew, but you don't really get the other notes. It's a very cleaner scent. It's one I'm definitely going to finish soon because I know I like it. The next one is a company I've never tried before and I was going to try them. This is Lilac and Lace by Lasting Scent Candles. This is a very soy melt. I put this on for my romantic day and it is very floral. If you don't like florals at all, you really wouldn't like this. Almost in a way it choked me a little because it was so strong and I only used half a scent shot. I've got half left here. But yeah, it was not one of my favourite ones. Because it choked me so much, I'll probably half that scent shot again, so I've got 2 more melts if I want to try it again. Next one is an empty. Just going through with what I melted in a week. See if I can pull it out. They're all upside down in this bag. There we go. Next one is an empty. This is Tiffany's Lavender Serendipity Cookies. This one I really couldn't remember. It wasn't that amazing. You can smell the lavender over the serendipity. The cookie smell you could get a slight bakery to this one, but it mostly was that lavender. Tiffany's Lavender is amazing to me. I love her lavender blends altogether. So these were 2 teddy tarts. I had one left and I'm glad I've used it. You may see that again next month. I think I put it in my challenge, so you'll see it again. Next one is a vendor that I had never tried and I'm glad I got to. This is 10 Digit Creations in Cherry Almond. 10 Digit Creations all come in these like tin foil cake bases and it's a very soy melt. I can't really remember the throw on this one. I think it filled my room, but that's as far as it went. It was a very pistachio scent. The cherry and almond mixed together made a pistachio, which is one of my favourite scents, so I'm glad I got to try this one out of all their 10 Digit Creations. But I do know they have a lot of spa blends. It would be a company I'd be interested in, however I do know there has been a bit of stuff going on with them, with people at the moment, so maybe it's a good thing to stay away. I'm just drinking tea at the same time. The next one is VCS and this is An Affair to Remember. An Affair to Remember is watermelon cotton candy frosting. This one is a strong scent. If you like strong throwers, this one really is. It is a very strong watermelon. It's a great scent and a very great floral summery scent. Not floral, summery scent. You can't smell so much the cotton candy frosting just as the watermelon. The watermelon kicks you out really. I put the last little bit of this into a sampler I've made up for someone. So this is all gone now. Didn't really try that one very much. The next one is one I put into my own bag and this is VCS Harry Houdini, and Harry Houdini is Blueberry Mojito. This is a scent I really didn't like. I didn't get throw from it, I didn't get much scent of the blueberry or mojito. It was a very boring one for me, so it's one I'm not going to repurchase. The next one is one I recently received and this is Rose Girls Lavender Rain. I had 2 chunks in here and I used 1. This one actually really gave me a migraine. Gave me a really bad headache. I think to be honest, it was more rain than lavender, and it was very floral, more floral than spa, and that, without my windows open, choked me a little, so I had to turn this off, throw my window open and go downstairs. I think the next time I try it, I'm going to cut this chunk in half again using the fork method that Jenny showed us all, and see how it does then. But I think if it does that again, I'll just pass the last little bit on to someone else. It's really annoying, to be honest, that it gave me a headache, because it's the first one that I've tried of my new Rose Girls things, and they definitely are cured. Okay, what's the next one? This one is Kitty's Confections in Bahama Mama. And Bahama Mama is blueberry slush, machino cherry, lemonade and fizzy soda, and again her fizzy soda is very strong in this. You do get the blueberry and the lemonade, you don't get so much the cherry, and it's a very, very strong thrower, this one. I enjoyed this, and I enjoyed it right until the end of the 4-hour mark, which is when I change my melters over, and I do still have half a melt to go there. I enjoyed that one. The next one I tried was part of my Tiffany Candle Scoopable, and this is in Sweet Dreams, which is a lavender and sweet pea. I will show you how much I used as well. I used barely any with the free spoon that she gave us. I love this scent. This and Deep Slumber by VCS are my 2 nighttime melts. I mean, anything with lavender is my nighttime melt, really. It's good for epileptic brains, it stops their nerves going so much. But this is such a nice scent. You can smell the sweet pea and the lavender equally. And next time I order, I'm going to try and get this in an 8 ounce. If not, I'll just get another couple of 4 ounces, because I really enjoyed this one. It's one I always want to have in my collection. Next one I've got is Beezy's. I'm going to have to take it out of the little plastic for this one. So next one I've got is Beezy's in glazed citrus pound cake. I did put half of this in into my melter when we had to do a sweet lemon scent. This one you don't really get much bakery. I mean, you don't on cold, but you do on warm. And for bakery scent, I actually really enjoyed it. To be honest, I probably could have just put in 1/4 of this, because Beezy's are really strong. It's a really strong scent. But I loved this. I've literally loved every Beezy's that I've tried so far. And I will have to say that with my Beezy's, I don't know whether I can see it, there it is. There is cracks in his lids, so I do put them in polypropylene bags just for storage. And I do only have a couple of Beezy's at the moment, so that might be something when I do get my more box to look into. Next one is Tiffany Candle's Pink Paradise. Now I can't remember what was in this. I know it's pink sugar and then a load of fruity blends. But I think because this was such an old sample, all of the scents had gone. And the only thing I could really smell was a tiny bit of pink sugar, which was very light. For Tiffany Candles, and this being one of her paraffin tarts, it was very strange. Didn't throw very far unless I was sat at my desk, which is right next to my warmer. I was a bit upset by it, but I loved the scent when it was new, and I loved it on cold. So I just need to try it again, I think, but nearer the time that I actually get it, instead of just waiting around to have it. The next one is one that I put on last night, and this is Wonderberry Honeydew Brew. I literally think this is honeydew and white tea. It's such a lovely scent. On cold you can smell honeydew more than the tea, but on warm you get an equal of both of them. It is a very nice light scent. It's one that keeps you going. It's kind of one that makes you wake up a bit. And as I've already told you, Wonderberry is one of the companies I'm going to be looking out for this year, and I have already bought quite a few Wonderberry things, which we'll see in the next couple of videos. That one's I love, and I'm kind of sad that I've only got half left, but I do love that one, and hopefully she'll offer it again. Next one I melted, which was also last night, was Bit and More Loaf from VCS, and this is Anna's What's for the Snowflake Roses with Moonstone Overpour. Now, I can remember, see I've got so much of this left. I melted 2 chunks of this last night. The Anna's Watts of the Snowflakes is candy canes and cotton candy frosting, and Moonstone is eucalyptus, spearmint and peppermint. This was a really nice blend to open up your nose. Sorry, I'm going to put it at the back because it's really big and heavy. It was a really nice blend of the two. The Moonstone does overpower the Anna's Watts of the Snowflakes, but when you've got a really closed up nose, that's all you need. It opens you up really nicely. It throwed through my room. My boyfriend didn't mind it too much either. He liked the scent of those 3 together. Moonstone is one of my favourite scents by VCS, so I'm glad I have a whole loaf of that one. I think I'm going to need it as well. And then my last melt is one that I have been hoarding for a very long time. This is from Wickedly Simple Wax, which is a UK company, and this is Pink Sugar Lavender, and I had a small chunk here which I have had to cut in half. Our Wax Chat challenge today was something you've been hoarding, so I put this one on purely because these 2 scents on cold are amazing. However, let me just look at my warmer. I think it has now melted. Yeah, it's now melted the half chunk. It took a good 10 minutes for this to melt in my 20-watt warmer for some reason. I really couldn't get this whole chunk to melt, so I had to take it out and cut it in half, which was a messy situation in itself. Scent wise, on warm, I can't smell a thing right now, which is really upsetting for me. Maybe I hoarded this for too long and the scent's gone, or what, or maybe the wax wasn't correct for it, but I've never had a problem with Wickedly Simple Wax before, so I'm a little bit upset that this isn't throwing at the moment. It's nothing against Jessica, I think I may have just had this too long. So yeah, a bit upset that I was holding that for so long. I should have just used it when I got it. And that's everything for now. As you can tell, I've been trying to melt through a few more things in my stash instead of buying things. I have still been buying though, so I broke my ban already, and those videos are coming up in a second. One destash purchase and one random act of kindness that I have received. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye!